Today we're going to analyze this riding footage from my riding buddy Rain. He's been riding for 3 years. He's about back to mid-pack C class, and he's got a fear of these big berms up here, and we're going to kind of get into that. It's a rational fear, and I'm honestly scared of the same thing. If you go off these berms, it's not going to be a good outcome. One of the things we have to realize is you're going the fastest when you're going in a straight line, obviously. So around these corners, what we're going to want to do is kind of bend a straight line around them so we can hold our momentum as much as we can, because momentum's everything in the sport. We can see in this corner right here that he's going to take the red line, and that's going to make him kind of make a harsh transition midway through the corner. He would be able to keep up a lot more momentum if he went to the green line, and he would also be able to get on the throttle much quicker and get through the corner a lot smoother. The best option right here would actually to sneak up the inside, because the inside on this corner is so much more faster. It's not even competitive to go on the outside. Here in the second corner, we're gonna see him take this red line again. Very harsh transition, and he's not kind of getting into this outside pocket of the corner. If he was gonna go outside, he really should be where that outside green one is. Yes, this corner can be kind of sketchy, so it's understandable. But if he's sketched out about it, he should be taking the inside green. And since he's on a 250, it shouldn't be hard to hit the double after this corner. But really, he's kind of getting into the spot where there's no good part about it. And he's going to make a harsh transition. We're not going to be able to see him get onto the throttle until much later in the corner. Okay, up here at this next corner, we're going to see him cut off the beginning of the corner pretty harsh. Again, that's not going to let him get onto the throttle until much later, but the problem with that on this corner is that there's usually a weird rut after this corner, and so the fact that he kind of comes into it harsh and then he can't get onto the throttle until much later kind of makes it a little bit more sketchier. Thankfully today there wasn't really a rut there, but the best option would be actually going onto that outside green, because you could probably get onto the throttle where you have that weird little grass patch right there at the beginning of the corner, and you can get onto the throttle much quicker and just carry a lot more momentum through that corner. Through this corner, he's kind of going to go out into this middle part, into a no man's land. It would have been much better if he came out to the left side of the jump and went around the outside, or came up on the inside where that rut is. It's kind of hard to see because of the green, but that would have been much better. And since he's out here, he could have gotten onto the throttle much quicker, but he waited pretty late into the corner. He could have kept up more momentum on going to either the inside or the outside, and not just this middle part here. So yeah, let's get into the next corner. So up here, I mean, this is fine. He could have stood up and kind of soaked it up and gone to the throttle a little bit quicker, but it's not too big of a deal. As you see right here, he's going to cut off that beginning part of the corner. Again, he's going to have to make a harsh transition midway through the corner. He's not going to get onto the throttle until much later into the corner. The better option would be either taking this far inside, which is somewhat popular with some of the faster guys here, or taking the line I took, that green on the outside, which will allow you to keep up a lot of momentum if you actually use that first part of the corner, and you can get onto the throttle much quicker than he did. He's going to take this inside red line, so he's going to come up and go straight, and then he's going to have to make a turn. If he went outside to the screen part, he could have held onto the throttle much longer and initiated the corner much sooner, and just gone through it much cleaner and at a faster pace. We're going to kind of see him come from the outside and fade in. This is not going to only allow him to hit this corner pretty good, but it's going to set him up perfect for the next corner and be able to carry more speed through that corner. So this is exactly what you want to see out of your riding footage right here. That's the end of this video. Today I taught y'all a lot. If you already knew it, great. If you don't know it, next time you're out at the track, you should try out some of this stuff and opening up your corners and using the entire corner. Here you can also see that having a little camera and a GoPro and having footage of your riding can help you a lot on developing your skills and realizing what you're doing wrong. And so today I kind of just showed y'all how to do that. And have a good rest of your day. If you want to subscribe, if you don't, I don't care. Just ride safe.